Hi you guys, I know a few months ago I asked on Insta story, will anybody be interested in me doing an introduction video? Just giving you a little bit information about myself and how I was introduced to pharmacy and public health, and a few people were interested, so here's the video. My name is Brittany. I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. I was raised in a pretty normal family. I am the oldest of 4 siblings. I was pretty active as a child. I did dance and cheer majority of my childhood, and I was always found myself in leadership positions. Like I was a class president in high school. But to fast forward a little bit, in high school I always had multiple jobs. Like I worked at a department store for a little while, I worked at Hollister for a little while, and my cousin, who is a pharmacist, she asked me would I like to work at her job. She works at a major retail pharmacy, and well, she used to work at a major retail pharmacy, and I said sure. So I worked as a front clerk for a little while, and then once I turned 16, she advised that I get my pharmacy technician license so I can get some more hours and work in the back a few days. So I actually decided to transfer completely to the pharmacy. And that was basically my introduction to pharmacy. I kind of don't take that as my first experience, like real experience in pharmacy, even though I worked, I learned drugs and all that other type of stuff. They mainly just used me as like a cashier, a customer service rep, and I filled a few drugs every once in a while because I was only there for a few hours a week because I was in high school, and then I left shortly after to go to college. So I didn't really get a bulk of my knowledge from the first job. I really didn't get a bulk of my knowledge until after I graduated college. But the medical profession is not a stranger to my family. There's a major hospital in Chicago where a majority of my family has worked, from nurses and clerks and pharmacists and things like that. So medicine is not foreign to me. But just to speak a little bit more, once I went to college, I attended the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I received my Bachelor's of Science in Regulatory Science with an emphasis in environmental biology. I know, a mouthful. But there I joined all the clubs. I did a modeling club, joined a sorority. I was able to go overseas and complete a project just comparing the healthcare system in the United States to their healthcare system. So it was great, and I graduated there. But just to back up a little bit, like I told you guys before, I did not plan on working in pharmacy. It was just a job to me. I did not want to stand behind someone's counter all day counting pills. Basically, that's what I called it. But as I was going through my college years, pharmacy kept coming back. I was used to being able to work. I couldn't find a job where I was. My college was in Arkansas. So I was like, maybe I get my technician license here and find a job. But that I wasn't able to get a job, so I didn't get my license. It was no point. But I got multiple jobs there. I worked on campus, I worked off campus, I worked overnights, on the weekends. I'm used to, I guess it's being the oldest sibling syndrome. Just trying to take care of yourself because you know there are other people to take care of, and just trying to be independent, really. It was nothing that I was forced to do. It was just my choice. But pharmacy just kept coming back up. So around my junior year, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go to pharmacy school. But I'm too far along in this degree to stop now, so I'm just going to go ahead and graduate with my bachelor's, but I'm going to try to add in some prerequisite classes, because even though my degree was a science-based degree, it did not require all of the requirements for pharmacy school. So I would try to add one on that wasn't on my curriculum. I stayed during the summers to take classes and work on research with the mentor. So that's how that went. So around my junior year, I finally made the decision I'm gonna go ahead and go. So senior year comes, I graduate in 2013. I come back to Chicago for the summer. I could not find a job with my degree. So I worked at my dance company that I previously attended, and I just made up my mind that I'm gonna go to Texas. There are plenty of schools in Texas. I'm just gonna find a job. I'm gonna work and continue to take my prerequisites, and I'm gonna apply to one of the schools in Texas, and I'm sure somebody will take me. So me and my mom, we packed up and we're heading to Texas, Dallas specifically, around August. You have to go through Arkansas to get to Dallas. Dallas is only about 5 hours away, so I wasn't a stranger to Dallas because we always went there. I had a few college friends that lived there, and since our town that the school was actually in was so small, you know, you had to go to other places to get some entertainment. So I wasn't a stranger to Dallas, and I knew exactly why I wanted to be there. So we go through Arkansas to pick up some more of my things because I still have all my stuff in storage there. And I decided to stop by the school and just say hi to a few of my mentors and teachers that I had previously. And they tell me, we have a spot for you in our master's program. Now, their master's degree would be regulatory regulations, and they had a few different emphasis under it. So I'm like, are you sure? Like, I didn't even apply. So they just told me to take the GRE just to get a score, and I can start in their master's program. So I'm ecstatic because I didn't apply to this program. They're offering me this program, and while I was in undergrad trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, I kind of fell in love with water quality since I did have a regulatory-based program. And so I was like, okay, cool. I could just focus on water quality and try to add in some pharmaceutical things along the way. So I accepted. Me and my mom, we had to find me an apartment. We had to find me furniture all within a weekend because technically school was starting the next week. So we did that. I completed one semester and no, I completed 1 year, and I hadn't even started on my thesis project. And I'm like, this master's program is only a stepping stone for me to continue to take my prerequisites and like get another degree while I'm doing it. So I don't want to be here more than 2 years. And so it started to become a burden because I was just trying to focus on my main goal of going to pharmacy school, and this was kind of taken away from that, taking longer than I thought. They had some issues within the school, and I'm just like, I have to leave because I'm getting sick from this. Like, I wasn't eating, I got really thin, I was becoming sick from being unhappy. So around that time, I had met my current boyfriend, and he's from Dallas. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna move to Dallas, which was my original plan anyway, and I'm just gonna do my original plan and go to school and work and try to get into pharmacy school. Now, this was in 2013. It's 2018 right now, I know. So I don't want this video to be too long, so I will do post undergrad in a different video. I'm just finally glad that I was able to get this up. Please let me know if you're interested in the rest of my story. I don't know, I'm kind of new to this. Some days I feel like talking a lot and sharing, and some days I just feel like keeping it to myself. But just give me some feedback, and I think I want to keep doing this because I will be starting full force back with PCAT study and with my prerequisites, and I'll be finishing up my master's degree. So I think I want to document it, but I'm not sure. So please let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.